Hello family members, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm originally from Nigeria and I bring to you content based on how you can obtain your visas, immigration news, and how you can live your best life right here in España. If you think you can relate to this kind of content, please do well to consider subscribing by pressing the red subscribe button down below. Turn on your bell notifications so whenever I post, you'll be the first to get notified. Liking this video if you like my kind of content, sharing this content to other people who you think may need problem solving videos just like this one. Alright guys, so today we are going to be answering some questions. I got several questions that I'm not able to answer on my videos, so I'll be answering them, and this question cuts across some of the recent videos that I made, so stay tuned because this question may be in your mind and you may need an answer to it ASAP. So we are going to go to the first question, which is from Cecilia, I think Okpeyemi. Cecilia Okpeyemi asked this question 9 hours ago. I lost my marriage certificate on transit during my NYSC, but I ended up getting true original certificate from the registry. And that is what I have been using. Please, what could be the implication for this process? Hi Cecilia. So to answer your question, I would say if you lose your marriage certificate, you need to report this to the police. They need to give you an affidavit or something just stating that you lost your marriage certificate. You know, a document stating that your marriage certificate was lost and that you know, it's public knowledge. Do you understand? That's, you'll be attaching this affidavit to your original true copy marriage certificate, because when it comes to embassy business, they want to cite your original certificate even if you're presenting original true copy. Do you understand? So I believe if you're able to attach this document to your original true copy, you will be fine. You'll be able to pass, because things happen and people can lose certificates, originals sometime. All right, second question from Praise Orobosa. Ma'am, for legalization, is it only Spanish embassy and foreign affairs stamp that is needed in the birth certificate and police reports? How much can we pay for just the legalization fee? Okay, so to answer this question, I would say in order for you to legalize your birth certificate or other documents like police character, medical, you need to take it to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Okay, very important. So Foreign Affairs needs to stamp on it and sign on it. After that, you have to book an appointment to legalize it at the Spanish consulate. So yes, this is all you need. But if it's a school certificate, that would not need to go to Ministry of Education, then to Ministry of Foreign Affairs before it comes to the Spanish embassy for legalization. So yes, and for the price of legalization, legalization at the embassy is 69,800. I think I've done it in some other of my videos, so you can check out that video. All right, okay, I hope I've been able to answer your question. This next question is from Abdul Agbomire. And Abdul says, Madam, you are indeed a good teacher. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you make a video on the possibility to work and pay your tuition fee balance in Spain? Thanks. Okay, I know people are really bothered about, can I come to Spain, and while I'm schooling, I'm working as well, I would like to use that opportunity to pay my tuition. Okay, it's nice to think about it, because nobody wants to burden, you know, your family members or whoever is your dependent or your legal guardian. You don't want that. You want a situation whereby you can handle your own bills, pay your way through university education or postgraduate studies. It's fine, but we know that everything is not always black and white. There are situations whereby you come in to Spain, you're able to get a job, you can work, you're earning and schooling at the same time, but there are also situations whereby you come in, you're not able to find your footing, you can't get a job, you don't know the language, and it's a big barrier to getting this job, and you're not able to pay that tuition. You don't want that situation to prevent you from completing your studies, do you? That is why it's advised to have your tuition balance in your account, so that no matter what it is, you are able to finish what you started. Okay? If, for instance, the only case I would say, okay, yes, you can come, is maybe when you are still in your home country, you've secured a job, you already have a work contract, and you're coming into Spain to start your part-time job while schooling. I will say, okay, no problem. It's a done deal already. But a situation whereby there is no guarantee, even if you come here and you're able to find job on time, there are other things you'll use that money to do, not to pay your tuition fee. Okay? All right. This is not a discouragement to other people who plan to come into Spain to work and live, to work and study. I mean, you can have that in your mind and set it as a goal and you accomplish it, but I'm just telling you that things are not always black and white. Okay, this next question is coming from Chinedu. So Chinedu asked, if I understood correctly, if the sponsor is in Spain, there is no need for a bank statement. This brings to my attention some mistakes that some people make while they are applying for study. Please, if you're applying to study and you have a brother or a sister who is sponsoring your education, and the person is in America or in London, the person is not in Nigeria, it's very important that you attach a corresponding explanation to why you have your money in foreign currency. Maybe that sponsor decided to put the money, dollars or pounds, in an account. Remember, you are trying to tell the embassy that you have strong ties to Nigeria, and now you're showing them dollar or euro. Even if you're being paid in foreign currency, please, you need to explain it to them that you are working for a national, organization, and they pay you in foreign currency. Also, if you have a sponsor who is sponsoring you in foreign currency, it's very important for you to attach a corresponding letter explaining why this is so. It's not as if it will not be accepted, but if you don't put that explanation, it will definitely not be accepted. Okay, I have this question from Monday Luisa. Monday Luisa asked, what if I apply for a 3-month Spanish training and before the end of the course I get a job? Can my stay be extended? This is a 2-in-1 question, so let's answer this first one. If you get a 3-month Spanish training course, remember, a 3-month Spanish training course is a short stay visa you're going to be on. So how will you get the job? You're not going to have a work permit to even apply or to even take on any job. So these 3 months you can't get a job with this. You can't. No matter who the person is, they said the person wants to offer you a job without you being active on Segra Social, which is like against the law. So you definitely will not be able to get a job with a tourist visa, short stay visa. Then she went ahead to ask, because looking at the school I contacted to study Spanish, it will cost me like 3,800 euros. Okay. So I guess what she's trying to say here is that the school she contacted for a longer stay will cost her 3,800, and maybe the money is too much for her or something like that. Well, that's what it costs. The price has not changed. This is how it has been. It's just that because of the devaluation of the naira, it looks as if it's so expensive. So yeah, this is what it is, and I don't know how else you can maneuver. The only way you'll be able to do this is to pay for the long stay training. Come while immediately you land inside Spain, start looking for a job, because with that long-term training you'll be able to get a work permit which you can use to apply for jobs here in Spain, or at least when a job comes up you'll be able to be in a better situation to take on the job. All right. Okay, so there's this question here from James Kinsley, and it says, good job done. I am a new subscriber here. Please, can I study in France with my 3rd class in psychology? Guys, as you know, I talk about Spain because that's where I am. I don't know, there are other YouTubers that talk about France because that's where they are. So maybe you can hop onto those channels to ask this question. Right here is not the, I will not say what I don't know. So yeah, I think I've answered your question, Sunday Kinsley. Another question from Fly Austin Opinion. He says, how can I learn Spanish for free before migrating to Spain? All right. Okay, there are several ways you can learn Spanish for free. Wherever you are, you can find out if there are physical classes where you can go and register and be taught Spanish. I would recommend that you get a native speaker to do this because sometimes you learn Spanish and it's not Spanishing. Okay, because before I came to Spain, I used to learn Spanish using Duolingo, and Duolingo is an American company. Some of the Spanish there are like South American Spanish, Mexican Spanish. They are not the I don't know what I would call it, dialect of the Spaniards. That's not the same. There are several words that are different. Like carro is what they call car in Latin America, but in Spain they call it coche. Do you understand? So there are several things that are different. So when you learn Spanish using Duolingo, when you come to Spain, you are like, you don't understand what's happening. Did you just waste your time, or what's happening? So yes, although the Spaniards will still understand what you're saying, but that is not what they speak here. So it's better you learn using like the native speakers who will teach you when you come here. It's the same thing. You don't have to change. You just need to continue to imbibe the language. So I would advise you to go online. There are several people who on YouTube alone. There is Spanish learn Spanish with Paul. He has like online classes, and the guy is very good. There's several people on YouTube that teach Spanish. Do you understand? So do well to find out for yourself who those people are. There's polyglots. There's one that I really love, polyglots. They teach Spanish. They use cartoons to do Spanish stories, and it's very, very, entertaining and also educating. So you can go on. This YouTube has so much that you've not been able to tap into. So go on YouTube. The only thing to cost you is your data, but since you're not paying for it, then you might as well go for it. This question is coming from a video I did on family reunion visa, interview questions that were asked to me. So the question is coming from Daughter of Zion, and she said, thanks for this video. Please, when did you do this interview? Is it on the day that you submitted your document, or you went back later? All right. So Daughter of Zion, on the day I submitted my visa submission, the day I packed all my documents, translated copies, photocopies, original document to the embassy, that was the day I was giving the interview, not before. When I went for legalization, I didn't do interview. When I went for authentication, I didn't do any interview. It was on the day of visa submission. That was when I was asked all those questions that I shared with you on that video. So yes. So get ready. Whenever you're going to submit finally the final submission, that's when you'll be doing yours too. Okay, I have this last question that I'm going to be answering. And it was asked by Danso Emmanuel. Danso Emmanuel says, can I apply UK visit visa with student visa in Spain? Once you have come into Spain for your studies, masters, postgraduates, you can apply for visa during the time you still have your stay. Remember, your stay has to be active for you to do this. So with that, you can go to UK or wherever you want to go and come back to continue your studies. So yes, it's a possibility. All right, thank you very much for joining me on today's video. It was nice, and I'm happy that I was able to do this content for you. Remember, I work with an authorized Spanish translator, and remember, for all these documents, all these procedures I've been talking about, you will have to translate your documents from English to Spanish. If you need this service, do well to use my details up on this channel, and I will be at your service. You get the documents 24 to 48 hours after you make your request and make your payment. So guys, see you on my next video. Don't be a stranger. Hasta luego. Bye.